I think one of our problems is we don't have enough hate. Okay, I don't. I think personally, you're supposed to not like people who do bad things to you. You might not be able to do anything about it, but you shouldn't like them. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to be told you got to forgive them and move on. No, you don't. He said that son of a bitch till the day he dies, I will hate him. Okay, now I'm not gonna let it.
And then we get, and Mike, if I don't mean to interrupt you
Uh,
too, but you know, we get criticized about that too. If we try to um expound on having that kind of hate, then we're taken down for that, you know.
right.
And especially if you are in a religious community, or you know, if you in church or whatever, they'll quickly tell you you're not supposed to have that kind of hate for people. You're not supposed to do that. But I feel the way that you do. You know, you have got to have a certain. You don't have to internalize it like we had in the conversation in the green room, but you got to have it in order to drive you to do the things that you need to do for yourself and your people.
Yeah, and that was the point that I was going to. You don't want it to consume you because also the problem with hate is like love. It means you still got an emotional relationship with whatever it is. So the reality is we should be indifferent to America. Whatever happens to America happens, and it's irrelevant to how I feel about the world. But what I was going to say is you got to have enough of that to motivate you to do something about it. And here's the danger, Charles, of that, and I want you to kind of respond to me on that. There are two things that can happen when you're in at that state or have that feeling. You can direct it outwardly at the object or the source of of your discomfort that's causing you this grief, or you can internalize it because you're not strong enough to do anything. Or let's just say your oppressor is just physically stronger than you in this moment, and there's nothing you can do. And then you internalize it and you hate yourself for not being able to do anything about it. And that kind of internalization of it. So if we were going to, I, and again, I'm a lay person, not going to tell you what I don't have a professional opinion on this, but I know you do. What you got to do is kind of walk uh, a thin line or balance between the need to be, I'll call it being negatively motivated about your adversary versus letting it consume you and internalizing it and making it do damage to you. I think that what made you in Chicago, what made Jordan Jordan, what made Isaiah Thomas, Bird, Magic, is they didn't like nobody they played against. Literally, in the moment when they were doing this, they ain't had no friends. If you wasn't wearing their colors, if you wasn't in their uniform, you my adversary. When Isaiah Thomas went off in game, I guess that was game 6, even with the bad ankle, got 26 in the third quarter. And if they had to get ready for game 7, Magic Johnson and the Lakers, he and Isaiah Thomas are friends. They don't let Detroit use their medical facility so he could get ready to play game 7 because they was playing for the championship. And it don't get to be but one champion. And that bad ankle is your problem. It ain't my problem. And I don't want you to have another quarter like I don't want you to have another game like that. Because if you had a good leg, it'd have been over that day. So what I'm saying is we need a different mentality about how we view America.